For this video, you'll need something to put your head on, like a pillow or a pad, or a folded up towel, and then an elastic band like so. So it's one of these bands like this. Then you'll need some space to move around and a mat or a towel to lie on if the floor's hard. Okay, if you begin on the floor and then just start to slide your shoulders away from your ears and slide them back up. So it's sliding away and then back up. So I'm reaching my fingertips away towards my feet, stretching the shoulders away from the ears. If you do that 2 more times and just leave your shoulders a little bit stretched away from the ears, have your feet about the width of an orange apart and have your knees the same width as well. Taking your attention to your pelvis, if you start to tilt your pelvis forwards and back, so you're arching and flattening the spine, or thinking of lifting and lengthening the small of the back, and then stretching it down into the floor. If you do 6 to 8 of these, and then if you change the movement, if you start to draw a circle through your pelvis now. So it's like you're tracing the edge of your pelvis round a clock. Keeping the rest of the body steady and just breathing regularly and rhythmically. If you do about 8 one way, then change direction and then go the other way. If you now reach your hands up in front of you like you're holding an invisible loaf of bread, then if you open your right arm out to the right and your left knee out to the left, keeping your pelvis still, and then come back to the centre. So you should have your pelvis in its natural position, which is not tipped forwards or tipped back. And then breathing out to open, breathing in to close. Keeping your body steady. The arm will probably touch the floor, the knee won't. So we've got one arm and one leg moving at any given time. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears and rolling onto the little toe side of the foot. You do 6 to 8 each side. Okay. If you pop your hands behind your head now, pull your head gently away from your body like a tortoise with its head fully out of the shell. And breathing out, rolling up your spine to look at your belly button, and then snake your spine down to the floor. Back to the beginning. So we're breathing out, and then breathing in at the top, and then out as you snake your spine side to side to side, on the way down, keeping your bottom and legs still as possible, lengthening out. We're going to do 6 to 8, you can do a few more if you want to. So we're breathing out, and then snaking down, lengthening the spine. When you finish, we'll do something similar in the lower body. Walk your feet in so that they're underneath your knees, pressing both feet into the floor, hovering your pelvis off the ground, tuck your tail under as you start to roll up off the floor, sending your knees away, opening up the fronts of the hips, and then snake your spine down side to side to side. And then again, pressing the feet in the floor, sending your hips away, tucking your tail under as you go up, lengthening the front of the body, breath in at the top, and then snaking down. Keeping your head where it is and sort of bottom dusting your way down. Okay. If you do 6 to 8 of those, as we've got bridging again for the next activity, you could collect your band, hold your band at about shoulder width to start with, closer if you want to make it harder, further apart if you want to make it easier. Pull on the band and then extend your band over your head, keeping your elbows straight, and then bring the band back over, put it onto your thighs, and then back into bridging, this time pressing the band down, lifting up with some resistance, lowering back down, reaching the band over your head. If that's too hard, just do the arms without the bridge. Come back to the bridge another time like so. Otherwise, arms over, lifting up, pulling the arms down the edge of your legs, back down, arms over, breathing out to lift, pause at the top, breathe in, slowly back down on the out breath, breathing in to extend the arms over, breathing out, still breathing out to lift. Relaxing your bottom as you go down so it lands in a relaxed position. So as you lift up, feeling your bottom muscles tightening as you push up, right up to the top, and then relaxing your bottom muscles and your lower back, stretching your bottom away from the middle of your back, and then reaching your arms overhead, keeping your pelvis in its natural position. You can do 8 to 10 of those, more if you want to work a little bit harder. If you loop the band around your right foot, stretch your leg out along the floor, drop your elbows down, lift your leg up towards the ceiling, reach the band away, and then pull your elbows back in, and then reach your leg away, lowering down, leg up, reach, elbows in, shoulders away from the ears, row, and then lower down. Okay. If you do 10 per side, so swapping sides, exactly the same again, lowering the leg with the elbows tucked in, heel nearly touches the floor, lifting up, reach your arms up, draw the elbows in, press the leg away, back up, reach the arms forwards, row, lowering down without doing that, lifting up, elbows in, shoulders away from the ears, row, and then press the leg away. So about 10 on each side. If you bring your legs together so that they're touching, like you've got one giant leg, or you've got money in between your knees and you want to keep it there, reach your palms up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers, point your index fingers up to the ceiling, super glue the heels of your hands together like you've got confetti or dry rice in the palms of your hands. You want to keep it there, and we're going to turn the top part of the body one way and the legs the other. So head and arms going one way, legs going the other, keeping the arms straight, making sure the elbows don't bend, breathing out as we twist. So top and bottom half of the body moving in opposite directions at the same time. Your head and your arms go the same way, feet and knees and pelvis go the other. Breathing out. Okay, good. If you do about 10 of those, to make it a little bit harder if we have the bands as well, so we hold your band up in front, and like I said before, to make it easier with the band, have your hands wider. To make it harder, have them closer together. This time keeping your right arm still, pull your left arm out to the side, turn your head to the left, but turn your legs to the right. breathing out. Back to the centre, other side. Left arm straight, right arm pulls to the right, head turns to the right, legs go to the left. Back to the centre, and then alternating sides. It isn't like moving a scarf at a football match. One arm keeps completely still, the other one pulls the band. So we have arm and head going one way, legs going the other. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and remember to breathe out as you're twisting the spine. If you do 5 to 8 each direction. To finish off, just make sure you've got a pad or 2 under your knee. So step your right leg forwards, left leg back. Tuck your bottom under like a whippet dog's tail, or like having your own tail between your legs. Hand onto your knee, push your knee forwards, and then drop your shoulders and push your body up and back. So we're tucking the tail under, pulling the tummy in, creating a stretch on this opposite hip. Breathing in and out, and hold for a minimum of 30 seconds. Remember, bottom tucked under, hips forwards. Then change to the other side. Right leg back, toes tucked under, left knee forwards. Push forwards, tuck your bottom under, draw your tummy in, and then pushing up and back. So I'm using this leg to push up, so it lifts up through the middle here. Drop the shoulders, push your knee forward as much as you can, pull your tail under, and imagine someone pushing your hips through here. Keep your tummy in, tail tucked under. Breathing, and hold for about a minimum of 30 seconds, longer if you've got time.